Another impromptu reading. So, one of the things that I've been honing in on is trying to develop a strategy for your therapy sessions and how I'm going to do those. So, I'm going to start off with a feelings check in, um, like I would in a therapy session. So, it looks like you're coming into session about a relationship. You will know if this is your reading if the person or the situation in your mind has to do with a person who is your dream date, dream Barbie, dream person. When you think of dream date, Barbie and Ken, this is like the perfect match. So if you're feeling like you and a person were a perfect match or are a perfect match or something along those lines, if that resonates with you, go ahead and stick around. If that does not resonate with you, you can feel free to scroll. As of now, I ask for protection from source of divine white light, of peace and love and unity. I ask for clarity, ask for protection. May all negative energies that come to kill, steal, devour, and destroy, may they be transmuted, made blind, deaf, and dumb at this time. As for my angels and ancestors to put a fiery hedge of protection around myself and around the viewers who have good intentions. All other energies, I send you to the divine white light. May Archangel Michael deal with you. Oof, that was a nice burp. Amen, amen, amen. So be it, so be it, so be it. Inshallah. So now that we got that out the way, we'll open up the space and we're all clear. Um, you could be feeling like you need to take accountability for something, and you're hoping that the accountability will lead you to this union of, everybody sees their flaws, but yet everybody's authentic and able to party and celebrate. And maybe you feel like you want to take your part in accountability for what you've done. And you could also be experiencing people looking at you, some people um, judging you because they feel they're like you. And that could be hard if you're taking accountability and these people don't know how to take accountability themselves. Um, they struggle with that. Or it could be where these people, some of them are looking at you like, how could you? And they don't understand what you're doing with accountability. They don't understand your mindset or where you came from. And something about you could feel like your mind is broken, or something broke your mind. And maybe this could be something that you need to take accountability for. And we'll get into that more as we dive in. I'm just kind of going slow so you know this is your reading. Because if it's your reading, obviously, you want it to go, we want to unpack it properly if it's a session. Um, but if it's not your reading, obviously, go ahead and click off. Um, so that goes in for the feelings. And that's how you're coming up. Spirit, tell me more about the viewers' feelings concerning this Ten of Plastics, this heavy burden that they're trying to release and let go of. It's from again, relationship from the past. So this dream date, this dream probably may be something that's from a previous relationship that has nostalgia. Doesn't seem like it worked out or it's not working out. Maybe it's lost its sweetness to it now. Tell me more. Um, yeah, it looks like it looks like you were taking a leap of faith towards this. beautiful union with this empress, this wonderful person, but now there's you, and then you went away to avoid a fight, conflict. You didn't want to fight anymore with the star, this person who's um, intelligent, smart, clumsy, um, maybe a bit of a mess, but definitely intelligent. Someone who you could, I don't know if it was somebody that you could celebrate or party with, or you just went to go party and be with other people who, okay, yeah. You left and went in hermit mode and you went and had a good time with friends, and then that caused a big disruption for you, a tower moment. And so now it looks like some dirty laundry's out. Everyone knows your business. Everyone knows what's going on. Um, and now you're coming up here as the Emperor in reverse, like not wanting to clobber anybody, not wanting to be defensive, not wanting to be tyrannical, not wanting to let the guard down, because I think that some things were a heavy burden for you, and this has caused a big imbalance in your life. But it looks like you got clarity about things looking very weird. It looks like you showed up to showed up to the Halloween party in the wrong outfit, and like you're looking a little ridiculous right now out here in these streets. So it could be a bit of that. Maybe you're confused. It looks like you were complimented on things that people said were nice when they really weren't nice. Maybe people told you, "Oh my God, that's the prettiest skirt I've ever seen," and then, "Oh my God, it's the ugliest effing skirt I've ever seen." Maybe someone did that to you behind your back, like they were saying, "Oh yeah, 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 do this, do this, this, this." As soon as you walked away, they laughed at you. Yeah. Looks like there's a bit of confusion here, and it's coming on reverse, so I'm gonna dive into that later. I feel like that's gonna come up again. I don't want to get sidetracked. Okay, so that's it for the for the thoughts. Let's go into the feelings. So again, something about land back. You may be feeling like you need to apologize or turn back, come back. Maybe the situation this person felt like home to you. Very peaceful, very serene, very home. Think about what this means to indigenous persons who've lost their land. What a big deal to be an indigenous person, and think about what people have done to the land and the colonizers have done to the land. So there could be something about a little bit of that. Maybe there's a bit of colonizing energy that you were displaying of being self-righteous and pretentious and perhaps egocentric, self-serving type of thing. That tends to happen when we put ourselves in a certain mindset, like put ourselves in the victim mentality or the drama triangle where you're the rescuer, the perpetrator, or the victim. If you don't know what that is, type in Cartman's drama triangle or just drama triangle, and you'll see how people end up in spaces like this, like Caddy, in this movie. So also you could be feeling like, or it seems like you're feeling like you don't want this person, or yeah, I'm gonna say this person. Take it as a resonate. If you're a cross watcher, obviously it would be you, the feminine. If it's the masculine, and that, take that as it resonates. But this is like one of you don't want. So I guess this is your reading. So the person who will start off with the person who needs to apologize. So whoever needs to apologize, let's run it like that. We'll run it like that's the therapy session. Whoever needs to apologize. They don't want to feel like the partner saying F you. So you could be feeling like you don't want your partner to forget about you or say F you. And you want to put away your childish ways of following the crowd and just doing what everybody says and just following whatever's on television, whatever you see on social media. And now you want to learn. Looks like you want to study. You want to put the hard work in, get the good grades, get the study. When I say good grades, you could want to go to school too, but this is like more so spiritual knowledge. Like you're wanting to know what synchronicities means, numbers, astrology. Maybe there's a bit of that. So, you know, maybe that's going on as well. You know. Hmm. Let me see. I'm not gonna do a green screen. I was gonna do something else. I'll leave that be. I'll leave that be. All right. So maybe that could be also too a bit of you being very curious about things, because I got curious out of nowhere about different buttons on here. So maybe it's a bit of you having curiosities. And bees, they do carry a bit of curiosity to them. So that's not that wouldn't be unheard of or uncommon. Yeah. And see the sword back here. This is coming in with these words, because swords are words. Here, these daggers coming in with these daggers, these words. And so maybe perhaps you use your words uninvitingly in the past in very passive aggressive or even aggressive ways, being like a killer bee stinging, but now it's more like understanding the material. So you're coming up wanting to move from this fiery energy into more of this air. So you may have fire and air in your chart. Check for your placements. You may have Libra somewhere in your chart, Gemini, Aquarius, in your top three. Check your Mercury placement, Mars placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, and then fire. So you may have fire in your chart, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. Check your big three for those. And if that's the case, then you know that's what you're trying to transmute. So let's go over here to this other part of your feelings. You don't want to be a troll anymore. Maybe you know how to say things to get under people's skin. You're very successful at doing that. You're very good at getting under people's skin. Very good at that. Hmm. Interesting. And now you're wanting to be unstuck from that. How do you see that all of a sudden, Spirit? How do they know this all of a sudden? Okay. So it looks like you may have been studying yourself and understanding your insecurities. You may have felt like you were the not not picked the girl or guy. Take that how it resonates. Maybe people you feel like unseen. Maybe people didn't feel you didn't feel beautiful. Maybe you didn't feel like you would ever be picked. Maybe you thought someone was trolling you. People have betrayed you, have hurt you. Maybe you thought you were gonna get picked and you didn't get picked, and that really that stabbed your soul in the back so bad. And this Empress is coming out. Whoever this was, and look at this Empress. Either your mother. Let me see what's going on. Who's this Empress? What's going on with this Empress? Clarify. Why did this Empress come out here with this backstabbing? Oh, this Empress, I guess this is your dream person. This Empress, you had a heart. It was a burden being with this person because of you didn't feel like you fit in. So you were tyrannical. You were not a proper emperor. So this person showed up as an empress, and you're supposed to show up as an emperor, but you showed up as a manipulative, narcissistic, sociopathic. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sorry to say it like that, but you turned up very avoidant attachment, very gaslighty. We use all these words, but that's not good. The emperor in reverse. Like, think it's a character on TV. But what if a teacher actually said, "You can't stay. You're staying here until all night. I don't care when." You know what I'm saying? Yes, it's funny, but what if someone actually did that? People would text their parents and be like, kidnapping. Like, this only funny on TV. And so there may be a need for you to really tap into the internal strength to see how you look. I always talk to my clients about observant ego. If you don't know what that is, stop right now, press pause, come back to the video, go type in observant ego, and then come back in the comments, tell me what you find. Observant ego. This is basically where you look at yourself as a Netflix series, a Hulu series. What do you look like to the audience, right? So if you're having to take accountability, that means that you look back at something, you saw how you behaved, or you saw something. And you could have turned your back on something that was very sweet, or maybe, something that was very delicious, or something, maybe ignoring something that was beautiful and sweet, and focusing on money. And just having so many choices. So yeah, it's like you left this person back here wondering what's going on, while you're having all these different choices and communicating with everyone else about the choices instead of this person. And that's what she did with Aaron. And she walked right into chaos. And that was not justice. That was injustice. Because essentially that's bringing baggage into a relationship. Foolishly walking into that too, as Caddy did. And so I see here maybe now either you, okay, I don't know if this is you or your person. I feel like this is you because of the Hermit, like you wanted to come out of the Hermit, and we got the Ten of Cups in the middle. Just love this beautiful relationship that you guys have. And this is a beautiful relationship. Whatever this was that happened, this was a beautiful, I can see why. This was an absolutely beautiful relationship. But they're not being mean to you. They have no fire for you at all. They have no words. They have no fire for you. They don't want to be your... they're not doing anything. Yeah, they don't want to have anything to do with you. Everything that you've done is out in the open. They know everything. They know about whatever backstabbing lies, and they have no desire to have loyalty or commitment or dedication, or to hold near and dear, treasure this relationship. They don't have a need to treasure it. As a matter of fact, this person is literally a magician, and they don't play with the devil. Whoever your dream person is, they don't play with the devil. They don't got time for it. They don't got time for toxic relationships, time for toxic attachments. So if, hey. Listen, they say they might not be a legend yet, or a legend. I shouldn't even say yet. Ooh. Oof. Oh. Your person has some stuff to say to you. Oh my God. This is one of those Sealy from Color Purple type. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. They said, I may be black. I may be ugly. But damn it, I'm here. And said, I may not be a legend. I may not have got the trophy. I may not have won, right? I may not have got the prize. But I'm not a simp. Maybe I was a simp. That's what they say. They say maybe I was, right? I may be ugly. Maybe I'm not a snack. Maybe you think I'm ugly. And maybe you think I'm not gifted or talented. Maybe I'm not a starseed. Maybe you don't think we're twins. That's black and white thinking. I'm doing self-care, they say. Working on my money. That's what your person's got to say to you. I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh. I don't mean to laugh. Go, but if you do stuff, I mean, come on. We laughed when she did. Come on, that was funny. That was funny in the movie. We laughed. I'm not laughing at you because I think what you're going through is funny. I'm sure your heart aching. It's not funny, but again, observant ego. Go type that into Google. I'm not trying to be mean, but look at this from the audience standpoint of view, bro. Like, what are you doing? All right. Let me clear this up and close out so I can get to the last row. Tell me more so we can close out, Spirit. Anything else about this hermit mode that you're trying to come out of? Looks like you're trying to come out of hermit mode yourself. Yeah, well, you're trying to come out of hermit mode, but you're not hanging out with people. You're not hanging out with friends. You're not trying to hang out. You keep thinking about home. Are you just thinking about home? Damn, you're thinking about home. Shit. I mean, shoot. Oh my goodness. Goody, goody. So that's Page of Plastics. He's coming out again. You weren't listening to your intuition. People were complimenting you about your behavior, and you were like, yeah, thank you. And literally, you were in this listening to spirit energy. Like, the whatever, if God was talking to you, was like, I can't stop. You was on Diddy time on this one. You was on, I'm not listening to nothing. Whatever told 50 Cent that it was a good idea to say something about Tiny, knowing that she got a whole family of children and talented children, was the same deity that you was listening to. Same one. Did that make sense? Who told him that was a good idea? Who told you that whatever you were doing was a good idea? This is Page of Plastics. This is someone smiling and happy to get a compliment and having no idea that people are still laughing behind your back. And if you remember, she was like, I'm psychic. I think it's a whatever percent chance that it's going to rain. Because her boobs will get hard whenever it rains, right? And she's like, I think it's a percentage of the rain. You got to watch it. It's like, that's how you coming across to people. And I know you may not like that, but that goes to show you the need for this therapy session, because your thinking has been flawed. And do you want to keep looking like that? Or you want to keep plowing ahead? You can keep plowing ahead if you want to, or you just keep coming back to these sessions, bro. Like, if you're like, I can't afford therapist, I don't want to do therapy, and just press play and just listen. It's like a podcast. Worst case scenario, like, you actually hear something that you need. Okay. This broken heart that you're dealing with, you want to recover from it. You're recovering from it. There's something that you're trying to balance out. All right, I'm going to put these back up. Let me clear it off real quick. Clear the energy, because we got I got nosy. I got nosy. So what's the intentions that you have right now, and where they're leading you? I like to ask Spirit, where is the audience's attention and where are they leading? So at a start, your intentions are, again, like I said, to study, to learn, and to stay to yourself. Looks like you're avoiding intermingling with people. I can see why. People can see you. Of course, you're probably in the shadows, lurking, from friends, because they're going to ask you about your person and how are things going. Have you talked to them yet? And, and then it's going to lead to long conversations, and then you have to remember all the things. And so it can be very challenging. So your intentions could be to communicate with this person, and maybe you're not sure what they're gonna say. Maybe you're afraid of someone calling this person. Maybe your intentions is to, let me see, come up with an idea, because I do see the Page of Daggers here next to this. So the intentions could be to not offer a relationship. Let me dig more into deeper. Tell me more about this Four of Daggers. You were resting like your intentions was, I don't know, who wants to tell something? Someone wants to say something. Someone wants to tell something. Something's hidden. Somebody wants to let a secret out. Someone wants to call this person. Who wants to call someone? Do you want to call someone, or someone wants to call someone? I'm gonna clear this off. I'm gonna clear this off because I think this is getting juicy. Because there's been some backstabbing here going on. I'm gonna clear it all off though, and we're gonna go back in. All right, let's ask for some more clarity on this moon and what's hidden about this phone call conversation. There's communication. Ooh, this judgment. So your intentions is to hide this judgment about a relationship from the past. So it could have been a relationship from the past that you're trying to hide, or you don't want judgment. You don't want people to know about it. You don't want somebody to know. And you could be crying a lot, or you're afraid someone's gonna cry a lot. And there could be dogs here too. This person could be older as well. The person could be a mom. Oh yeah, I definitely got a wind blowing. This person could be a mother. This person could be like young and just really like messy. And you do not want this to be successful at all. Like the thought of this being successful, I think really bothers you because I'm feeling like antsy. Yeah, you don't want anyone to look at that. Like you don't want any eyes on that at all. Something about you were trying to be cool, like earring magic, but that was like not cool. Like whatever it was that you were trying to do to be cool was not cool. And you're playing with a little girl. Something about playing with little girls, that's not good. Ugh. So, it looks like you were messing with little girls, not literally, but like young-minded girls, and it could be for some of the people. I hope that you're not messing with. Please don't let that be for my group where you're messing with young girls. Ugh. If you have any pedos in here, please, or metal, whatever. I can't even say that in here. Get off of my feed. You will burn the deaths. Oh, see, my car just fell. Yeah, whoever that was for. They watch stuff like this too. So if that's you, no judgment to you, but judgment to you. My cars are judging you. I ain't judging you. I mean, the spirit doing it. I'm just the reader. I'm just the reader. But if you're not in that category and you just deal with young-minded girls, then you have to take accountability for that. And try to look cool doing it too. Again, accountability. You have not taken accountability for that. And that's something you probably need to do. Ace of Flames. Something about trying to fit in. Maybe you didn't fit in when things first started off, when you were younger, maybe in high school, or maybe just in group settings. And this caused you to live double lives. Some cars just fell, so you lived double lives, and maybe you felt weird. Maybe people called you weird. Maybe you felt weird. Maybe you felt strange. And then maybe you were shunned. Maybe you had some type of people looking at you and for weird things that you've had going on in the past. Or maybe you're afraid you will look weird because you're doing weird stuff. You're going to look strange. But there is a need, and you're not doing this yet because it came in reverse. Do you remember this part? Which is like, some of us don't need to be here. What? The one who's in charge, the one who created the whole burn book, who's the whole reason we're even here. Some of us don't need to be here. This is a lack of accountability. If this is you, bruh, you got judgment that's here. It's coming. That can manifest in your life, in your money, in your health. Spirit's gonna come for you any which way you want. Don't matter. You cannot block these attacks. Come for your money, come for your health, come for your life, whatever, come for everything. It doesn't matter. You open. You're open because of the judgment. You better go ahead and fix that. Make that right. Just deep, 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 deep regret. Maybe want to come out of that. Justice. Justice has been served. Maybe you want to come out of that because justice has been served. I see you want to come out of that of how something looks. You look like a drunken fool. Maybe you were. All right, tell me more about this. Maybe you need to lean into more self-care. Not even maybe, I know you do. You're not loving yourself properly. Because if you're not loving yourself properly, you cannot love this person. This is, this is the whole point of this reading. You love this person, I feel. Or you want to be with this person. But we got to find out why. Why does the viewer want to be with this person? They're not on the bullshit. They're not a cult leader. Oh, you're jealous. You don't want anybody to have them. What else? Why does the viewer want their person? Because you have a trauma bond with them. Then that's not good. And you feel like they're a prize. These are not good reasons. Yeah. And because they told you to leave them alone. Because they have money. They could be another because they have privilege. Wow. You like this about them? You like the way they think? And you like the way they dress. Wow. And you love their sweet, kind, gentle, understanding, open heart, very emotionally available person. They're not confused, but they have been extremely hurt. Oof. They don't disgust you. Ooh, you're not disgusted by them. They didn't take anything from you. Oh, wow, they literally... It looks like they were trying to serve you and give to you and be kind and like being overly caring, like maybe even a rescuer if they were in a drama triangle, as I said. And it looks like you could have ignored their sweetness. And then you went into, and then you ran away and went to yourself and went into the shadows. And if you remember this character on the movie, he totally did weird stuff like this, like, like in Watch and Spy. And that's not balance. That's imbalance. That's avoidant attachment style. That's fear. It's being cowardice, in the shadows instead of just being vulnerable and telling people how you feel and knowing that you won't drown. You will live. Right. Wheel of Fortune. Because that's what your fortune is. But all this talking and all this conversation, all these rumors, and my stomach just started hurting. So it's a lot of rumors going around about this person, about this intelligent person, this Aquarius type energy, very logical, humanitarian, giving. Something about you not want to go out with people because it's a burden and you're trying to be strong and you're tapping into your internal strength and you're trying to stand up for what you believe in and saying what you got to say and dropping the mic. I'm glad you're standing up for the person that you used to be and knowing that you deserve a crown too. There's a bit of forcing something though. Someone or something's forcing. There's a lot of competition, a lot of forcing. Maybe someone's forcing a relationship with you. And you you're trying to let go. You're letting go of this burden, this tower. Like at the end of the day, you're trying to let it go. You're letting go of this tower and rebuilding. What is the viewer rebuilding? You're rebuilding. You're coming to something. You're going towards something. Why are you going towards peach bar? She ain't peaches and cream right now. Everything ain't peaches and cream. I don't know why you going towards that. Or maybe you were. Maybe you're going away from that. I don't know. It's just going away. I said, what are you going towards? And I said, okay. Okay, well, if you're going towards this peach thing saying peaches and cream with the person you broke your heart with, you could be watching them on the internet or online or something about online, or just you learning lessons about that, or maybe you want to tell them about a lesson or something about a lesson. You have been sentenced to spiritual court. You are in, if you feel like you're in karmic jail or jail, it's because you are. If you feel like you are, you are. I meet a lot of people in therapy that come in. People come in because they get divorced. People come in because they're having affairs. People come in there for all kind of reasons. So you're finding yourself in a tarot therapy session because maybe you found yourself in some type of karmic jail. And if you are, the way to get out is through therapy. If you're in Georgia, you can try to find me on BetterHelp. If you are not, you can book a reading. The Minect app, MINNECT app. Just download it. You don't have to check out as a you don't have to make an account. You can just check out as a guest if you want individual reading, into a video, something like that. Anything else, you can go on those and check it out. I say play around it. They have all kind of people on that app, from Tony Robbins to Oprah, you name it. Of course, they charge like $400 for 5 minutes. Yeah, but you still talk to them if you want to, I suppose. All right, spiritual court. What does Spirit has to say to you? Spirit says, a sweet friendship refreshes the soul. Proverbs 27:9. So maybe perhaps you weren't being a good friend. Maybe perhaps be more friendly and less relationshipy. You know, I always say when people practice being good friends in relationships, it's always better. And remember that I am always with you to the end of all ages. Matthew 28:20. And this is Yeshua talking to us, saying that he's always with you. So if you're receiving this message, that means you're probably one of the chosen ones who were asleep, and now you're being asked to wake up and put hell behind you. You are beautiful, my darling, beautiful beyond words. Song of Solomon. And if anybody knows anything about Song of Solomon, King Solomon wrote beautiful love stories and love poets and ballads, even sex songs, about his person. So this person obviously is near and dear to your heart. They're obviously very beautiful and very attractive beyond words. Maybe you can't express to them how beautiful they are. And maybe there's a need for you to write something, or maybe you feel in tune to write. Maybe there's something about words or music with you guys, or something about poetry. Maybe you write poetry. Again, if this is your reading, I'm still getting this high priestess. Maybe you're still not a believer. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. Spirit, give me a card for the viewer so they can know if this is something for their intuition. Something that they can sharpen their intuition on, so that they can know this is your reading if they're skeptical. Maybe this person's an influencer. Maybe you're an influencer. Something about black and white thinking, or maybe thinking outside the box. And maybe you're trying to stay in your lane at this time and worry about yourself, or maybe they're staying in their lane. You obviously think they're a snack. And they're good at sports, or you're good at sports. They could be black, brown, and indigenous. Definitely black person. This is definitely your reading if this is coming across black, brown, indigenous person, or they're born in the 80s. You guys have a lot of fun together. I mean, like, you could feel like sisters or brothers or cousins or whatever. And this person sings. So you know there's your reading of that. There you go. They sing, or something about music, listening to music, or maybe they're very beautiful. Yeah, maybe they're a performer, entertainer, something about stage. And again, maybe you could be coming up here as this person that has been believing friends who say things that are nice about you and not really knowing, maybe not really sure when people give you compliments or not. If that's you, that's your reading. I'm out. Oh, bye. May forget you to do all the things like subscribe, share, and yeah, all the wonderful things. Bye, guys.